February 6th, 2021, and I'm here to do a health and weight update video for you guys. Talk a little bit about, the effects after having the Rona. And I don't say the word because I think YouTube, from what I hear, YouTube sort of kind of filters that. And I don't know, I don't want my videos flagged or anything, so I don't want to say the word. But I know a lot of people refer it to as Rona, so we'll stick with that. So I want to talk about that, but before I get into all of that, I first want to say thank you so much for all the beautiful comments and condolences and sentiments that I received when I talked about the death of my mom due to the Rona, and I talked about my experience with it, and the comments were so heartfelt. They really touched me. When I was responding to all of you guys, I was doing it in bed, and my husband was there, and I was reading the comments to him, and he was even extremely touched. Thank you so much for just reaching out to me and for the condolences. And it just meant a lot to me. It really, really, really meant a lot to me. So thank you very much for that. I have my notebook so as to stay on task, so I have some notes, and I have my planner. Real quick, I have the mini planner this year. I did not go for the classic happy planner. I like this. I wanted to try the mini because I can carry this around with me at the stores. A lot of times I put what I want, like things I need to buy or things I want to buy for the month, and I put them in here. And then I like to take this with me to the stores, and this way I can put it in my purse. So I got the mini happy planner this year. So we'll see how that works out. I think it's going to work out better. I like the classic planner. I do, because you can decorate it more and there's more space to do your thing. But I don't know. We'll try this. First of all, let me just tell you how my family's doing real quickly. Everybody here got the Rona except for my son Aiden, who is 19. He did not, praise God. But everybody else did, and we all know what happened with Mom. She passed away December 10th. But everybody else, my son Evan, who is going to be 13 in March, oops, my stomach, I'm hungry, I haven't eaten anything, and it's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But my son Evan, he did really, really good. My daughter, she to this day cannot smell, but overall she did as well. She did pretty good. We got the Rona around November 19th, 2020. We started with it, so my daughter got it a couple days after we did. Anyways, my husband, he did fairly well as well while he was, had it, but he did lose his sense of taste. He did lose his sense of smell, and he has not got that back. My daughter did get the sense of taste back, but not the smell. But my husband cannot taste or smell. As far as tasting and things, it has to be real salty, like extremely salty he can taste, or extremely sweet. But other than that, yeah, he can't. My son Aaron, he's dealing with more issues because my mom, myself, and my son Aaron, who's 27, he is okay right now. They're trying to figure out, because he's having issues with his heart. I know. There's just a lot of palpitation, and his resting heart rate is high, which gives you anxiety, because you're just resting and you feel your heart, it's not like he's running, So right now he just had a holster monitor. He had it on for 2 weeks, recording his heart. We'll find out hopefully this week what's going on. But other than that, I mean, he's getting even better with his heart. He really is. He has less palpitation, and his resting heart rate has come down some. So he's doing good, so maybe it was just a temporary effect of it. So we'll see. I will keep you posted on that. As far as me, let's talk a little bit about what's going on with me. The residual effects, I will say, is one of the things is my eyesight. The glasses that I have, that I typically wear, the prescription is not very, very old at all, and they really don't work for me to see anything close. So my eyesight really, really got affected, really bad. I could see a huge difference in my eyesight. Right now I have my contact lenses. and I can see far, but anything close, not even the contact lenses work. So that's one thing that it really affected me. I have an appointment February 12th to go get all that checked out and see about my eyes. The other thing, it was my blood pressure. My blood pressure, I had it under control. I was no longer taking my medication, my blood pressure medication. It was under control. I talked to my doctor, and yeah, so I'm taking my full dose of blood pressure medication, and hopefully my goal is this year, if not next year, sometime in the beginning, but this year to get off of them. Like I said, I was doing so good. Lastly, really is my hair. Now, I am menopausal, so I was losing my hair, and then it sort of kind of controlled itself. I was taking some vitamins for hair loss for a couple years. It helped tremendously, but they were very expensive, so I stopped. And my hair loss was okay. It wasn't bad anymore. It was, once I hit menopause and things like that, it wasn't as bad because it was really, really bad before. Well, in the hospital, I remember, because I really didn't get to go to the restroom. I had to use like a little porta potty, one that was right next to my bed. So I would get tired, so I really wasn't aware of things. But once I went to the bathroom for the first time, and I actually walked to the bathroom, when I came back, I saw my pillow, and my pillow was full of my hair. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hadn't realized it. And then when I started bathing myself, I started noticing hair like all over my shoulders, all over the bed. And I was like, oh my gosh. So then I started brushing my hair, and just wads would come out. Well, it's still like that. My hair is really bad. I'm losing a tremendous amount of hair. So I'm back on the vitamins that I'm taking. Those pills worked for me before, so I'm taking those pills again. I talked about my eyes, my blood pressure, my massive hair loss. I'm still dealing with that. The other thing about food, let's talk about food really, really quickly. I did have my taste back and my sense of smell, but I think my body, my whole taste buds went into a reset. At first, the salt, I couldn't even put salt on my eggs. I can't even eat the bacon. I can't have bacon. Before, I was eating a good amount of bacon. I've eaten out maybe 3 times since coming back from the hospital, since being released and all that. And I've eaten 3 times. We've eaten out, and no, I cannot eat it. I mean, how can I explain it? I eat it, but I taste the salt. Sweets. My daughter made some cookies, and I couldn't eat it. I just taste it. Anyways, so that's I think my taste buds went to normal. Do you know what I mean? I think it went to normal. I think we adapt our taste buds to a lot of the salt, but I just can't. So there's that. I mean, yeah, we've eaten out, but I don't finish it, and or I end up making something at home, eggs with whatever. Exercise. I did exercise, and I did vlog for myself. I wanted to vlog the first 7 workouts for myself, and these were all prior to laying my mom to rest. This was like beginning of January, somewhere around there. I started working out. At first, I could not work out like I used to, pre-Rona. And I would do Leslie Sanson. For those of you who've been with me for a while, you guys know I love doing Leslie Sanson. And her exercises, you can adapt them to where you're at. And that's what I did. I could not lift my hands over my head. I could not do the knee lifts. And so I documented all that, but I lost some footage. And I was documenting myself emotionally too, because like I said, I had, this is the beginning of January, and we hadn't laid my mom to rest. So there was a lot of emotions in trying to get stronger, trying to exercise my lungs. Now I can do 3 miles. I haven't done 4 yet, but I've done 3. And I do full range of motions, and I feel really, really good. I feel really good. So I'm definitely on the, I'm coming back. I'm doing my comeback, and it feels really, really good. As far as medications, I am taking my blood pressure medication, full dose, and then I am taking an antidepressant. I used to take the full dose, and now I'm taking half. So I'm slowly weaning myself off of that. I just started that antidepressant, honestly, when I came home from the hospital. It was just way too much to deal with, and so I got put on some antidepressants, and now I'm taking half of that. So I'm slowly going to be weaning myself off of that. The other thing I am taking right now is a sleeping pill. It was prescribed, and I got through the first prescription, and I called my doctor and I told her if she could renew it because I hadn't laid my mom to rest, and it was so difficult to close my eyes at night. And now I am taking half of the sleeping pill that she prescribed, half, and I'm not going to renew it, God willing. I'm not. The exercises, the movement, the being busy at home, the sort of where I'm at with my mom's passing, I'm getting better. So yeah, I hope not to renew it. Because I already cut it in half, and then I plan to cut it in fourths and just sort of wing myself off that way. So there's that. How often do I eat? Let's talk about the food I eat. Like right now, it's 2:15 in the afternoon. I haven't eaten. That's kind of typical. If I do eat around 11 or 12 or something like that, it's because I woke up extremely early, and I'll have cottage cheese with some type of berry. That has been my go-to since I got home from the hospital. Don't ask me why I've been craving that, but since coming out of the hospital, the very first day, I told my husband, do we have any cottage cheese? Because I want cottage cheese and berries, and that's what I've been having for breakfast. Sometimes I'll have eggs and things like that. No bacon, like I said, no bacon. I'll have like an egg with avocado, and then I'll have my dinner. Dinner consists of anything really, anything I make, chicken with rice or whatever, but I try to keep it. I am mindful of the carbs, so I try to keep it low carb. I just don't feel good with a high carb diet. I just don't feel good. So something in moderate carbs to low carbs works for me. I like it. As far as what do I weigh, I weighed myself this morning, and this is what I weighed. Yeah, when I got out of the hospital, the next day I weighed myself, and I weighed 190. Actually, it was teetering between 189, 190, 189. I want to talk about what I want to do, and it's really, really simple. There's nothing crazy. In the hospital, I think it was around Friday or Saturday, where I looked out the window and just pondering life. Never at that moment, never thought my mom would pass away. I really thought my mom was getting out of danger. I don't know. I just never in my mind. My son was home. My husband and my family were doing good. And I just never pondered that, So I was just pondering life in terms of what do I want to do? I thought about my YouTube channel. I thought about my eBay. I thought about school. I thought about my marriage, my children. I thought about so much. I even contemplated whether I wanted to do eBay, whether I wanted to go to school. And the truth of the matter is I enjoy eBay. I love doing my eBay, and that is something that gives me a lot of pleasure. I love it. My school, thinking as of today, and I am enrolled in school. I'm ready to go for the spring, but I'm thinking that I will probably not go. That's where I'm leaning more towards. School takes a lot out of me, especially what I love to do, which is ASL. It takes a lot out of me, and I just don't know if right now I'm ready for it. I really, really don't. I don't want to give up on it. I feel like I want to continue learning ASL, but I just don't know where I'm at right now, if I can handle it. And if I want to put that load on me right away, right now. I'm still going through things. I'm organizing things in my home, and it feels really, really good. I've neglected my home for a long time, and it's been really, really good going into things. I've organized as simple as my earrings and my costume jewelry. When I got my mom's stuff, I started organizing my jewelry. It's all organized. I went through my clothes, and I went through my shoes, and I've gone into closets. Obviously I went into my mom's stuff. So I'm in the middle of this organizational thing. I'm going to be going into every single nook and cranny of this house, and I'm enjoying it. And I'm enjoying cleaning. And I'm enjoying, I don't know, just taking the time for my family and for myself and for my health. And I know what school represents. It gives me great satisfaction. I love it. I enjoy it, but it takes a lot out of me. And I just don't know how I feel about that right now. So I will obviously give you guys the decision that I make as it gets closer to going back, which is in the middle of February, I believe. So not too far from now. Don't have much time to contemplate it, but I think I'm leaning towards just holding off for a little bit. As far as doing my journey on YouTube, I really, really, really want to. I did a life journey, a year's time. That's what I called it, a year's time, back in 2016, 2017. And I revisited that video just the other day, and I was watching my journey, and it felt really, really good to see the progression, but also things that I said in that video. I don't feel the same way this year. I don't feel the same way now at 52. I don't. I see things differently. The scale doesn't mean as much to me. I will say this, that the scale was going down, and I'm like, why are you going down when I'm eating? This is before the Rona. Like, this was in the summer. Why is my scale going down? And the reality is that I was losing a lot of muscle. My muscles were atrophying. And so the scale was going down, but it wasn't weight. It was muscle. And I felt it because with school, I sit so much. That's another thing. I sit. And so I remember telling my mom, I said, you know, at one point last year, I weighed like 199. And she's like, wow. And my mom was like, wow, because it didn't look it. It just, the scale was saying that. And I said, it's muscle loss. It's atrophy. Anyways, that's it. As far as doing the journey, again, I do plan on it. I want to do it. I'm going to pick up my vlogging camera and hopefully document it. Maybe not every once a week, but let's shoot for it. Let's try for it, especially when I vlog it for myself, because it is therapeutic and it is nice to go back and revisit those videos, you know? If I'm going to do it on YouTube for a year, it's a commitment. It really, really is. So I got to figure it out, you know, how often do I want to come and stuff like that. So I'll come back and we'll do a video. I'll do a video and I'll come back and give you, you know, how I would like to do it, how I would like to do it. I will come back. Anyways, that's it, my friends. That is it. I hope you guys are doing well. Take care of yourselves. And thank you again for all the beautiful, beautiful comments that I received. I can't even express to you what that all meant to me. And you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, I will see you on my next health and weight update. I will talk to you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye.